Hello, I'm Nanika Joe Omari and Chibuasiaka. I'm here today to talk to you about specifically adopting a dog, but just pets in general. We've all, I like my favorite pet is a dog, but others may have something else, and we all know the shelters have dogs, cats, any like house animal you can think of, and they're there because they've been abused or just can't find a home, and some are just strays and just taken to the shelter. So at least the shelter a good place for all animals. And but we all hope to get them out the shelters and just find a great home for them. Today, like in order to adopt a dog, we've all seen the dogs on infomercials, and like you see like they're got their doggy face, a sad pouting face, and we're like, oh, and we want to care for them, but not everybody's up for that challenge to care for an animal, dog, whatever it might be. So today I'm gonna teach you a couple steps on how to adopt a dog, and here we go. So in order to adopt a dog, you must be home ready and have passed a background check. And in order to you don't have to be home ready because in the article Live Healthy, veterinarian Jessica Volkslag, she said that's something you have to think about in order to have a pet. And if you're not home ready to have a pet, then you shouldn't be getting one. Because say hey, you work 10 hours a day, and then you still want to pay. You live in a tiny apartment, then you're not gonna have much time for the animal, especially if you're living by yourself. Not much time for the animal. And if you do get an animal for a tiny apartment, you want to get one associated for your living space, because you don't want a big or a small, like a small rowdy dog, that has lots of energy, and that's just gonna go round and round in a tiny apartment. You want the dog to be accompanied and be free within the space. So hey, if it's a small dog, then kind of get like a slower, maybe older dog, and so you can still accompany with them and stuff like that. But main thing, you must be home ready, and that means having space for the dog to live, because hey, it's basically a sibling to you, and you're gonna be taking care of it, and so on. That's just the number one thing, critical for them to be home ready. And then secondly, you must have paperwork and pass the background check. According to the Kansas State Collegian, we've had, there's a lot of abusive owners out there. That's why dogs, animals are in shelters. And then in order to keep them safe, at least in the shelter, we must have good owners. And to have good owners, you must pass a background check, because without passing the background check, we're just giving the pets and animals to people that are just going to abuse them even more. So they're basically just going back to where they came from, or just not a good lifestyle for them, and they're just going to be abused, and the cycle's going to keep going on and on and on, and that's not what we want for pets. And and then to include all, just those are I would say the most two important steps to adopting a dog, because if you got those two, like all the rest is on your own, like buying toys, stuff like that. But you have to be trustworthy to the shelter and loyal to the dog or pet in order to take care of them. Thank you.